Alright guys, welcome back to episode 2 of BIOMUTANT.
Welcome to BIOMUTANT.
So, we're going to continue on with the Psi-Freak. I'm about, maybe 30 seconds ahead of where I was in the end of the last video. Mostly because I didn't realize that you can't save in that room until you exit. So, we had to pry open the security door, climb a rope, and then that's where we are. So far the game seems pretty interesting. As I said last video, you know, the environment's absolutely gorgeous. Combat seems pretty fluid, and hopefully will only get better as I get more experienced at it. I do have to mention again, unfortunately I still have a cold, so I'm sure you'll be able to hear that throughout the video. Such is life, though. It's probably just my setup, but I have to forgive the loading times. I can't get over how funny we look. Oh, that's amazing. Wow.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Alrighty. So I take by that we are officially out of the tutorial. Looks like. What we got here?
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
I like that, cartographically challenged. Oh,
Let's see.
that's just wrong. Alright. Just look at the detail. Let's get affected.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
No kidding.
The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
No doubt about that.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Yeah, no kidding. What a brutal way to start your day. Hello.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Always expect the unexpected. Your inner balance is two halves that completes a wholeness that flows through all things. At times, you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Few are those who always act in the same manner, and our wholeness is the sum of the choices we make and the actions we take. I couldn't agree with that anymore. The balance of your actions creates your aura score, which affects the dialogue with other characters.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack.
He's a surfer.
He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Yep, evil. Interacting with captives and Psi shrines will award you with Psi points that you can use to unlock psionic powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you have reached required dark or light inner balance.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He can't understand why you do such a thing. He won't make it out of here on his own.
Sucks for him.
Good work, clever cogs. Let me guide you into the dark.
Seriously?
like the darkness.
I always thought better of you than that.
And you were wrong. There's always more dark than light.
There's still time to turn back.
They're already heading down my road.
Ooh. Brutal. You've gained a Psi point. Use it to unlock powers in the mutations menu. Some powers are locked by the aura score, meaning that your Psi points can only unlock powers of the same color as your current aura, or those without color.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important.
Wherefore, where you want to Lua?
Out of date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there's two nearby.
Oh, convenient.
The Jagni tribe is likely to be your primary choice as they seek to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared.
Good. Just the way we like it.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war.
What a shame.
The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
True that.
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He believes you share Jagni's view on the world. Regardless, Jagni would welcome someone that had helped them against the Myriad tribe. He'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Your current and started quests are shown in the journal. See the top menu above. You can change which quest you track by opening the journal tab and selecting another quest. Cool. So, the only thing I don't know, that kind of doesn't sit right with me is them saying that they want to let the World Tree die, and then, well, there was something else, but I can't remember. In the journal, you can find information on your quests, as well as all previous tutorials and dialogues. To open the journal at any time, press J. Alright. Oh yeah, now I remember. So, the whole philosophy of the Jagni is to wipe out the weak. but they need somebody else's help to wipe out another tribe. Doesn't that sort of make them weak? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so we have psi points. That was in mutations? Yeah. Okay, so we got Spark Ball. Ooh, I kind of like that one. I think I'm gonna take Blink. Okay, so what do we have? We've got one bioplant. See if, oh, not spark powers. Biogenetics, yeah, nothing. Alright. It's good enough for me.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Well, since we're going for the Jagny, I'm assuming it'll be the bridge. If we check the map, yep. Just as we thought.
It's a bridge. Just get over it.
Hilarious. I'm assuming that the more samurai-oriented ones are the
They've
giant.
destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
No kidding. Well, this is pretty cool. I like their setup here, at least. Hey, loot. Gotta know that. What we got? Health patch?
Better than nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Still, new gear would be awesome.
That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem.
Is that right? It's good looking for it, at least. That's just nice.
Let's see.
Yes, we got some new sightlines and things.
Och då där hör jag det.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
Good for them.
Klyfthuflyften.
Wonders why the Sifu would want to see you, but he'll let you in and give it a try.
Alright. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like it.
Zata is the moiro tloho.
Just
Karjesne statse.
not very intimidating.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew.
Vlatskuni.
He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
Zum ilem dat nete. Ankremo.
The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
Karjesne statse.
As well
He's
as should.
referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common.
Oko, osikali. Na oko, kiza.
He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves, to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here.
Very philosophical.
O visoko dolatsi ne.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted.
Tada,
No.
o visoko dolatsi ne. Iglis moi toksabra.
Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Very nice.
No. Zenakas people snatspe. Donzadne.
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain.
Bira. Donzadne. Yeti rikli.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions.
Sounds like a you problem.
No.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them vanquish the tribes and letting the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life should be an easy decision.
Nales
I suppose
stari.
so.
He expected you'd join them. You understand that the universe runs on the principle that the one who dominates others runs the show.
Zata o. Nales stari dat.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe.
Nales stari dat.
Good for him.
Na oko onis
We should get off his ass and do
The
it.
Jagni's destiny is to do what others are too afraid to do. To vanquish past and future disillusions of unity and take control of our destiny. Uniting the tribes and saving the Tree of Life won't change anything.
Yeti rikli. Na oko kiza.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here.
Apinosko. Na oko
Good
kiza.
frame of mind to be in.
They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Interesting.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Oko odliseni nyobri.
You both share dark thoughts, so they want to wage a war. A war where all that's left behind is casualties.
Yapu. Novi.
I mean,
Novi. Na
that's
oko
war.
kiza.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Novi. Novi.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
Igleze. Novi. Novi.
Your Muma taught each disciple a weapon. She never intended it for hunting nor war, but lately the art of defense has been shadowed by relentless attack.
Nales stari dat.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Zata onis purenos odliseni. Zibo.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become...
Zanara.
Yeah, you already
He
said that.
remembers you're kind and...
Onis purenos odliseni. Zenakas people snatspe.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait.
Right, so let's get on with it.
He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something lost.
Good for him. Doesn't look like we've got anything to pick up, which is fine, but again, new gear would be fantastic. Alright. Done a good job of building this little fortress, haven't they? Something I can buy for you? Some civilians have information about secret locations nearby. You can try to ask for the information, but it's not likely that they'll give it up unless you make use of one of your main attributes. The chances that they'll give up the information is then much higher, but if you fail to check, you will lose one of your attribute points. Oh.
Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now.
Non sabarati, valaveci barbatis.
Not sure if you're likable enough to be let in on it.
Well,
What's
Says you look trustworthy.
oh,
Might as well tell you
Alright.
where it is.
really wasn't expecting that to work, but I'll take it.
Zisen plazin nemra azazi.
Says, sure, Wiz is a little wacky, but that's no reason to avoid him.
Not really sure how that's
Nukado
relevant.
Zeker.
Alright.
Says you'll see each other later.
I'm sure we will. Ah, hello.
The vendor says you can browse his goods any time during opening hours.
That's great.
Suggests you take it easy. You won't strike a good deal here if you're in a hurry.
Each vendor is specialized on a particular type of items: melee weapon parts, ranged weapon parts, gear parts, clothes, or mounts. Ooh. Going to vendors and browsing their stock can be a great way to find better parts for your gear. If you're missing a specific part to craft a weapon, you can always check the nearest vendor. You can purchase items from vendors provided you have enough green currency in the form of a leaf, which it seems we don't have. The price of an item is listed to the right of the item listing. Green is gathered from specific bushes or through selling items. You're able to sell items to a vendor by going to the Sell tab of the menu. You don't have to worry too much about this yet, though. You'll find items and green as you explore the world. Well, I should have some things I can sell. No. Let's go all three on these.
Green in the bank.
Yeah, that's right. Whoa. Hello. Okay then. That's woo, pretty pricey.
Sharp dealing.
Sharp dealing, except that we didn't buy anything.
Inametichula.
The vendor says you can browse his goods any time during opening.
Toi ne meto labate abejiva.
Says you came to the right place.
Let's move on. Oops. A plunger? Okay. Ooh, hello. Interesting. Okay. Well, at least we know what we want to Work towards. Okay, so let's see. So it was up here somewhere, wasn't it? Yeah. So I want to go north. Is there a way to do that directly? Maybe. Alright. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I thought that was a tank for a second. I was like, alright. Got weapon upgrades galore. Okay, well, it looks super healthy going down there right now. Although, oops, almost done. Let's see. I don't know if we can swim, so I guess we'll just take the long way. Or maybe not. Well, let's save before we attempt this, just in case. Yeah, looks like that's a no. Oh. Well, that sucks. I've kind of wondered at the trend of games where you have no ability to swim. Like, it's just kind of a strange route to take, I think. Granted, you know, most games aren't based, at least wholly, in reality, but I don't know. Still, a strange path to take. What do we go here?
Let beware, that's a month up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
Ow. Ooh, that was close. Oh, oh, oh. do somewhat more locational damage. Yeah, that moth mouth was not really intended. Looks quite comfy, big guy. Ooh, sweet meat. Alright.
Let's pocket that.
No kidding. Alright, not bad. Oh, hello. Now I wonder if taking him down might lead to some fiasco later between the two tribes. 'Cause, I mean, you can see here that both of them got whacked up pretty good. So let's see what our level gives us. Melee damage, key energy. I think I'm gonna go with
Ceiling
strength for this
buff.
one. And upgrade points. So that's some perks. Key energize. That's cool. I'm gonna go with loot here because even though we don't have great persuasion, charisma I suppose, if we're finding a bunch of things that we can sell, if we have enough, it won't really matter. Now, he was saying we can gather green from specific bushes, but I wonder, I'm sure
Time is lost on this
we'll
place,
eventually
but
get
it
to the point where
evokes
they
a
tell us
tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing
or
you
show us,
closer.
I suppose. Time is lost here, huh?
Let's see.
That's cool. Alright, well, I'm going to call it there for episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment if you got something you want to see changed or improved. I know, this being one of my first real playthroughs, that, the mic quality is not great. Probably my commentary is not great, but everybody's got to start somewhere. So yeah, hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I'll see you next time.